Oh, we're live. Does
Are
that
we
say?
live? No, it says go live. Let's see.
I don't know. It said you're live.
Did it? Oh, man, come on, stupid thing. What the hell? Let me go to my on my.
It says it's live. I mean, 15 seconds already in. No,
Oh, there
no.
we go. Okay, there was a delay on my side. Okay, so hey everybody, my name is Joy. I am back. Joey is at the gym. I have my friend Jim, the Shadow Seeker Paranormal, joining us today,
Good
and
afternoon.
he's gonna tell us some cool ghost stories and some paranormal experiences, and I'm excited to see. Um, hear what he has to say. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Hold on, let me turn this volume down. Okay, so guess we can start by how you been. How was everything?
Good. Super busy filming right now. So, like most people know that I work in TV and film. So,
Mhm.
out on set for the past month and a half, out in Arizona, filming a season 2 of the show called UFO Cowboys. Sorry, this is a selfless promotion here. Be sure to
No,
check it
no, go
out.
ahead.
Uh, yeah, it's a very cool series, kind of in our kind of world here of unexplained kind of things. Lots of cowboys that go out and investigate mysterious, unexplained things in the Southwest. So. Season 1's already out there, which is amazing. Go check it out. UFO Cowboys is streaming on Roku, but we're currently filming season 2. So I've been in Arizona for the past month and a half now. It's
Yeah,
been very interesting.
I definitely want to see that. I know you told me about it, and I haven't got a chance to see it because I'm working now, so at night. So my days, I'm sleeping all the time, so I haven't been able to watch anything. But I definitely want to check it out because it sounds. Oh, Joey says hello from the gym.
What's up, Joey? Ow.
He wanted to go work out instead of being my co-host, but whatever.
Hmm, hmm.
We got this.
Priorities, right? That's what we're talking about.
So yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out. Oh, did I lose you? Oh, I don't know what happened, Jim.
Here, can you hear me?
Where'd you go?
Uh,
He said, "What's up?"
Am I back here?
You're back. You're
Okay.
back. Okay, so I know you just sent me some pictures of a location that you were just at, which
Mm,
is super cool.
yep.
You want to tell me a little bit about that?
You bet. So while I'm filming in Arizona, I'm not very far from Tombstone. If you've
Okay.
ever seen the cowboy movie Tombstone, that's exactly where I was at. Doc Holliday and all those guys. I was interviewed. It was actually my day off, which is crazy. It was my day off, and I ended up going to Tombstone and did some interviews with a couple of guys. And I found out one of the guys owns the original. I think it's Tarbell and something Undertakers. Like it was the original Undertaker's building there in downtown Tombstone, which is pretty cool. But he asked me, he was like, I told him I did some paranormal documentation on the side, and he was like super
Mhm.
interested. He's like, oh, well, I own this building. Do you want to come in? I was like, well, I'm only here for today. I said, when can I get investigated? He's like, we close up at 5 o'clock. I will lock the doors and you investigate as long as you want. So I did about an hour and a half live TikTok investigation. And there was a lot of activity in that place. So
Oh, nice. What is your TikTok for anybody that finds and watches our video?
I think it's or Grim Jim Paranormal. There we go.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it
Is
is.
it still live? Because I do want to see it.
I don't think I
Not
did.
live, but it's there to
Uh,
for
I
anybody.
I don't know how that works. I downloaded the whole live, so I mean, I can make it. I can make it. Public for sure.
Yeah. Or do
But
you have your YouTube channel? Did you get your YouTube channel set up yet?
it's not. I've been so busy, like moving and everything else. It's not set up. But I think I do
Yeah.
little quick snippet of me asking whatever's there to come near my equipment, and you see the lights instantly go off. Like it was like verification back and forth in straight communication. So
That's awesome. I love when that happens. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's freaking cool.
no,
It's exciting.
it's pretty
Yeah.
solid. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can collab. I have the connection there. So if you come down to Arizona while I'm still there, like, or even when I'm not, like I can connect you with the people. But yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to because I told you where our daughter is. She's in. I didn't know you vape, by the way. I'm about to take you outside and smoke. I'm so professional.
whatever. I mean, I thought this was spirit on spirit. Are we not doing that?
You got your bourbon?
No, I just have this cup of pop here. Hmm.
We'll just call it liquid courage. No.
Cool. You can call it what you want.
Yeah,
I
so cool. I know there was a place that you wanted to talk about. You wanted to tell me. Is that the place that you were talking about that you
Yeah,
wanted to?
yeah, that's one of the places. What's super interesting with my job is I do get to go to some pretty cool places, and then like in my off time, the very limited off time, I do get to explore a little bit. Um, there was somebody also telling me, and this let me go back to the tombstone place. So they didn't have like ice or anything to put the bodies on, which was very interesting. What they would do is there was tunnels underneath the city, and underneath this building was their morgue. So they would just like stuff these bodies down underneath. Like, to me, it reminded me of like, do you remember? Is it Cabin in the Woods, or I forget what it is, but it's like the basement's like super creepy and ominous or whatever.
I
So
think so. I think I've
I
seen that movie. I can't
I
remember.
I opened up like this trap door that was in the room, and I just like hit me. Whatever was there, like the energy was just like completely off. Like walking in this building, like obviously they said that they've serviced over probably 2,000 people that have been in and out of this house, this building. They have a back room, which is like I think they call it like the death chute or something. That's where the wagons would come in and drop off the bodies. And then the next room over was the draining room. They had the winch, like everything's still original in there. The floors, the ceiling, like it's all original. But they had like this, like, it looked like a shower pan, but there was a winch that went to the ceiling, and they would hang the people upside down and drain them. So
Was there a reasoning for that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Are they
I
vampires? I mean,
and they may be vampires. I don't know, but there wasn't any plumbing in the 1800s, so like
yeah.
the hole that drained into the ground, like it was
Wow.
open. So I mean, I can only estimate and fathom what that stench smelled like over time. Just
Oh
drain.
god, yeah. You know
Uh,
what my mind's going to? Maybe they saved it for like blood transfusions back then if they knew anything about it. You know what I mean? You never know.
I mean, it was the Wild West, so I mean, I'm sure it was crazy, and people.
Yeah.
There wasn't a very educated m- medical method, I guess. I don't know what you would call that, but that's
Yeah.
what I was told. And then once they were drained or their bodies were drained, they would take them to the next room to get them fixed up and
Uh.
shoot it up, and then they would go into the other room. The building is now a coffee house, which is very interesting to me. So the front of the coffee house is where they would do the showings. It was the showing room or like the viewing room or whatever. And the guy was telling me, I mean, there was like 2 to 3 people dying a day in this town, like literally.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I mean, like people go out and like, oh, you cheated me on a poker game here. Let's battle it like men, and they go in the streets and shoot it out. Like, I mean, it was the wild.
Wow.
And then from there, like obviously once they would die, they'd be taken to Boot Hill. That was the cemetery that's there in town, and bathing in blood to restore their youth. Probably, I don't know.
Hey, if that's the case, I need some.
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding. Oh, can you imagine? Ugh.
Yeah,
Was Tombstone a mining? No, it wasn't a mining
it
town.
was a mining town.
It
Yeah,
was a mining town. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Now, where is Tombstone? Is that by Phoenix? What?
It's a little south of Tucson, so it's probably like
Okay.
20 miles outside of Tucson. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think Tucson from Phoenix is a good few hours, isn't it? I
I
think.
I think it's only an hour and a half from Phoenix to Tucson, and then probably another like
Okay.
20 minutes on top. So like 2 hours to Tombstone, but
Yeah.
super cool place. Super cool
So,
place.
so how long did you investigate for? Was it like an hour, half a day?
It was an hour and a half. So they closed at 5 o'clock. The guy literally was like, "Hey, are you interested in like coming in for a little bit?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, he's actually an actor that's in town, so he does the gunfights, and he has like
Oh,
a
nice.
job. So he's dressed in full garb, of his like cowboy outfit and stuff, and that was really cool.
Hmm. Oh,
Uh,
that's cool.
but he literally was like, "Hey, if you need anything, let me know. Text me when you're done. I'm gonna go get a drink." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So
That's awesome.
he
Yeah.
locked he locked me in there for an hour and a half until I texted him, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm done." He's like, "What'd you find?" I was like, "Too much stuff to explain right now, but let me get back to you."
Now, do you have footage of that? Are you going to make a video in the future?
I think so. I mean, it's a live video, and it's only me shooting, so like I'm filming what's going on POV, so it's not
Yeah.
camera. I mean, there is some where I have uh, my tripod set up and I come into to frame and stuff. But my REM pod was going off. There was my cat balls are going off. I haven't reviewed my audio evidence, so I'm super interested to hear what I caught there. And then just one of the quick backstories to this place. There was a 5-year-old boy named Danny that was like hit by like I don't know a wagon or something like that. He died.
Oh.
He his presence is very prominent in that building. So they have like
Mhm.
a chair and a ball set up that he like likes to move around. And I was filming, and I didn't notice until afterwards, but like there's a bear and like a little toy ball. I was filming towards that area, went into the next room to do like another scene. That was actually the blood bathroom or whatever. I come back,
Oh.
and then even on live, I'm like, it looks like something's been moved here, and I focus on it, and like all my viewers are like, no, that wasn't like that when you left. So like there was definitely some activity in that room for
Did you
sure.
have a camera rolling or no at that time? No.
Shooting all on my phone, so it was a little
Yeah.
different. I wish I would have had like a GoPro set up or like another camera, but I'm very limited when I'm on set. Like I was just lucky enough to bring some of my paranormal gear.
Yeah, no, no. At least you got it on live or like you had people witness,
Hmm.
or tell you, confirm that, yo, that shit was not like that when you left.
Right,
So that's
right,
pretty cool. Yeah.
right.
How awesome. I can't wait. I would love to investigate that and see. That'd be cool.
You totally should. Like
Um,
so right before Christmas. So like I mean, if there's an off day or something, I never know
mhm.
what off days are going to be. I work like 14 to 16 hours a day, and then
Yeah.
I'm just like done. I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think it's cool what you do. I think that's freaking awesome. I would love to. It's so cool watching everything come together from little snippets. You know what I mean? That's why when I create videos, I mean, I'm not a professional like you are, but
Not a professional. Don't even get.
but I like seeing it come together. I just think it's so cool. How it pieces together. So that's awesome that you're into film and stuff. And but yeah, is that your only location since you've been in Arizona, or have you been to other? I think it's yeah. Wasn't there something else? Yeah, right.
No, that's the only place I've been to investigate. There are some places I got actually invited. The town that we're in, I guess, was established in 1880, and I talked
Wow.
to the guy, and he was like, "I own the oldest house here. This is the first house built in this town, and it's super active. Not only with spirits, but he's seen some like otherworldly creatures on the property. So I'm super
Like
intrigued.
what is it called? What is that show called? The ranch, skinwalkers, like
Yeah,
that type stuff.
I mean, we are definitely in like native territory, so I would say so. And the town that we're in is a border town, so like my questions when I'm talking to people are like, "Hey, do you ever see any lights in the sky?" And they're like, "Yeah, border patrol's always flying over."
UFOs.
Yeah, but
Yep.
they're like, "No, there's some unexplainable stuff that we've seen, like random lights, and they fly low, and we don't hear anything because I mean that would be like a helicopter. You'd hear the propellers or the motor or whatever, but they don't hear anything. So
Yeah, and I guess being in the desert, there's not a lot of activity in the air, so seeing something
right,
out of the ordinary was is probably weird to them. Somebody that lives there. So yeah, that's
absolutely.
cool.
I mean,
That is so cool.
I am looking forward to investigating this house. The guy's super nice. He's like, whenever you have time, if you want to come over for a few hours. I'm like, yeah, let me just check my schedule. But like, I mean, the oldest house in the town, and it's from 1880. Yeah, I mean, there's probably some residual energy that's like running through.
Oh yeah,
The,
absolutely.
so we'll see what happens. What about you guys? Like, I know I'm a guest, but like, what are you guys up to? What have you guys done? Anything interesting?
We investigated this Victorian house over here in Santa Ana, California. It's called the Heritage Square, not the big one in LA, not the one with multiple Victorian houses.
Uh,
But we investigated that in October. That was really cool. We were collabing with another team.
mhm.
I still have footage to go through with that. We did do the Goldfield. Sorry we missed you. Jim was actually supposed to meet us at the Goldfield, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. But it was pretty cool. I mean, it was spooky because it was dark, but we didn't get a ton of activity as much as I would like. But I mean, understandably, you're not going to get that every time. You know what I mean? So
We'll have to go to the schoolhouse. I mean, I heard that's the most active place, and I have an
yeah.
direct number when you're ready. Like, I mean, I should be back, like I said, a little bit before Christmas. I mean, it's not like it's going to be cold here or anything, but if you want to go investigate the schoolhouse, I'll set it up.
Yeah, I do wanna go, but I don't know if I wanna drive that far again.
We'll
I'll
fly,
probably
fly, fly,
fly into Vegas and
and
then
I'll pick you up. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
well, yeah, we could do that. And we'll go stay at the
yeah,
Mayflower or the Clown Motel. Like I did a little reel on the Clown one, and that shit got taken. It went off. It popped
yeah,
off. So I mean, I got
right.
on that one. So pretty happy.
Yeah, yeah, I think, I did a little like, a little tour of the rooms video.
Hmm.
You wanna sleep at the Clown Motel?
Well, don't go to sleep. I mean, you might want to stay up all night because that place that there's some weird energy there. It's not just like it's not the clowns or like whatever porcelain pieces are there. I mean, it's the graveyard next door that I feel
Yes.
like those are all like miners that have died and stuff. So
Yeah, I was using the Spirit Talker, and, a lot of people have their opinions about apps, and I do, I'm like, but I also have my opinions about ghost equipment too. I'm kind of skeptical with that too, but I want to believe. But anyway, I was using my iPhone that has no service at all. There's
still
no yeah, it doesn't
whatever.
have any service. It's
Yeah,
just and it was on Wi-Fi. I was using the Spirit Talker. I was asking, can you tell me your name? And something came through, and I posted a mini clip. I forgot the person's name that's on there, but it said something, and then I go, and then later I'm like, let me Google and see if I can find if this person was buried there. And sure enough, it correlated, or, so I thought that was really cool. I still have a little video that I need to edit about. I was only there for maybe 15 minutes, but the
sure.
activity, my REM pod was going off. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah, it
sure.
was pretty cool. So I do want to do that again.
I don't. I mean, I'm 50-50 with the apps or whatever, but I mean, the app was dead on when I was with the previous channel that should no longer be named. But yeah, I mean, Ron came through and did the background search and information on that, and it all checked out. So I mean, like,
Crazy.
why would that name come through multiple times?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't even know what I use. I think I use the iOvulus. If anybody's interested in knowing, what that is.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah, I have that too. I don't know why I didn't use it. I do have that on that iPhone. I have that, and then I was using Spirit Talker. And when we were at the Goldfield, we pretty much used Spirit Talker the whole night.
sure,
I didn't have my Ovilus. I should have brought my Ovilus, but I don't know why I didn't bring it. But yeah, it was, like I said, the phone, even though there's no service, I still had it on Wi-Fi, so it can't connect to my phone.
right,
So we were getting some good stuff on there. I mean, I can't wait to see if I caught any EVPs. But I mentioned last night on my live yesterday that when we were there, Joey had asked a question saying, "Can you knock on a wall or make a noise?" And
sure,
I heard clear as day somebody go, "Sure." And I caught that on my camera, and he caught it on his. And I was like, "This is fucking awesome. I hope there's more." You know what I mean?
right. No, that's great.
Yeah. So but I
Well,
still got a ton of shit to go through. And then my computer program my editing software is like, it's freezing and it's not exporting, and I'm losing all the work that I just done. So I'm getting discouraged. So I don't know. I don't know if I need a new computer, or that just the software is just crap.
I'm going to use my telekinesis here, and I'm going to say you're a Windows girl. You're not a Mac person. Let's maybe get a Mac. I use all Mac products, and they never let me down. Like I literally like and I design work on my Mac, and they've never let me down. So I'm looking into that. Just saying. Just saying. It,
Maybe we are a Windows person.
no, I know that you are. There's no hiding behind that. Like we
Uh,
your audience knows. I wanted to bring up two small things real quick. So,
Absolutely.
over the past few months, it was brought to my attention that I guess a little clip that I had filmed with a previous YouTuber got put online, which I thought was very interesting. Actually, not online, national broadcast. So I thought that was a little weird. If you guys are familiar with the TV show caught on paranormal caught on camera.
Okay.
Got to stop bashing on the Mac.
My kids are all iPhone, so that's why, because he knows I'm gonna start talking shit.
I listen. I'm an Apple user. When somebody pops up on my phone and I see the blue bubbles, I'm like, "You're my people." That's all I'm saying.
Hi, Cheaty.
But it was brought to my attention. Actually, one of the people that was on filming with us, he was this
Mhm.
um, told me about it, and this is right before I moved. And I was like, I had no idea. Like our footage got put on that on this TV show, and then it came out. And we were filming out in Corriganville, which is where we did our investigation. That
Right.
place is, I mean, from Native to Ron and like the other uh, situations that have happened there. There's a lot of people that throw themselves on the railroad ties there. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's that super active area. But that clip got put on TV and no recognition at all. And I thought that was super weird. Like for me, like I always want to network with people and collab with them and boost everybody else up. It doesn't matter if I'm winning at life or whatever. Like if we all can win together, like that's all I'm working. Like
I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I think this is why I appreciate you so much. Not only are you like we collab, but I consider you also a friend. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. I think he sent me. Yeah, and then I think I know the psychic medium, Michael.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Michael Hannah's
yeah,
amazing. Yep, he's a good.
yeah, yeah. I posted something about dolls, and we were talk chit chatting about dolls. He seems like a really nice guy, and he seems like he does it for a passion and not for fame or money, and which I appreciate as well. So I think that's really cool.
Listen, it's very unfortunate that people think they're going to get famous and rich off of doing. Like, I mean, for me, it's a passion. I was never into it until my original show that I ever did was like a paranormal show. You guys may know it as Taps or Ghost Hunters. That was one of my
Hmm.
worked on. It was amazing. Didn't have any interest in it, but like years later, I'm just like, hey, I kind of want to dabble in this. Hey, I'm kind of in the film industry. Like, I would love to document like what we're seeing because I mean, people don't understand. Like, if we're communicating with something from the other side and there's visual, like confirmation that that's happening, like people want to see that. So like I
Yeah,
want to be able to, share that with people. It's just unfortunate, like I said, that people think that they see people on TV or YouTube or whatever, and they're like, I can do that. I'm going to make money off of it. And there are people that monetize on it. Don't get me wrong.
it's yeah.
Like, I didn't see any of that when I was working previously, but like I was just very discouraged that I wasn't told about being on the show or them using my footage or anything like that. So just be careful, like when you're out there and filming stuff and like you see your footage on something, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just save yourself. Like I don't know, it's unfortunate.
Did you reach out to him and say, "Hey"?
I did. I did reach out to the production company. I said, "Hey, I didn't sign, and I worked in TV and film. Like I know about releases. I know about making sure that everybody's covered." And they did not have me sign a release. And I mean, I'm just saying, like the bigger picture. What if I was under the witness protection program? They just like fucked it up for me. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
problem. Uh,
yeah. It is.
but knowing that somebody else made money off of my footage and what I did, that's a problem.
It's disheartening. It's disheartening for sure, and I would be annoyed and pissed off and hurt and all kinds of emotions because I mean if that was your footage that shot it, you should be entitled to something. If she's making money off of it, you should be making money off of it. I would think. At least
Exactly.
maybe no matter
Exactly.
where you're if you're on talking terms or not, mail you a check. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, obviously, I've gotten like a lawsuit, so I can talk about it. Like, I don't care or whatever.
Yeah.
I found out what she made and off of my footage and her doing stuff. And I asked the production, I was like, give me $1 more so I can just prove a point that I made more than you. I'm a, let's be honest, I'm a dick. I was for like 20 grand or 30 grand. I was just like, give me $1 more than whatever she made. And I got a check less than 3 weeks later, and it was $1 more. That's all I'm. Yep.
No. So they do pay you for your stuff then?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If they
Oh, well,
use
holy shit. Well, I need to start sending some stuff.
you
Hi,
have to
baby.
you have to license it. So when somebody uses footage from you or like whatever you've shot, it's called licensing. So they
Mhm.
are renting the footage from you to use on national broadcast.
Right.
Again, I know that because I work in it, but I mean
Right.
if somebody takes something off of YouTube and it's like, oh, there's a UFO and they try to use it and they put it on the news, somebody's getting paid, for that footage. So I mean,
Why
don't
not make a piece of it? Right?
exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, because the networks or whatever, they make money off the sponsorships and the advertisements and stuff. So they're making money. There's people getting paid. The newscasters are getting paid. It's the same thing with YouTube. Like if you see somebody and you get an ad, if somebody's doing paranormal in the middle of it, there's a Ford ad or something. That Ford ad is paying
Paying, right.
compensation.
Now, when you make YouTube videos, should you copyright your stuff? I mean, how does that work? Because I don't mind, because I'm not. I mean, it would be nice to get paid from YouTube, but
Mhm.
I'm doing it more for the passion. You know what I mean?
I get it. I think you have to have so many hours of viewing before you can start monetizing on it. I
Right.
I may be wrong, but like 2,000 hours of like people watching your stuff, and then
I
after
think it's at 4,000.
oh
Or
4,000,
no, is it 1,000? 4,000. I think it's a 4,000.
it's one of those. But you have to have so
Yeah.
many views, and then they're like, okay, so people are watching your stuff. Let's see what else you can do, and they may
Mhm.
add something like, hey, we'll pay you 2 cents per click, and you may have like 10,000 clicks, and that adds up to whatever. So
Right.
I
But as far as like, people sharing, like if I was to take somebody's video and share it on my channel, is there like copyright? Do you know anything about that or?
you would probably want to reach out to the original creator of that and just say, "Hey,
Okay.
I'm going to be putting this in like this little documentary or like whatever I'm putting together. I will tag you in it, and then you're going to get
Give
the
you the credit. Yeah.
kickback on it, and they'll go to your page if they want to see more." So, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's all about communication at the end of the day, honestly.
Yeah. No, I'm not, I mean, not gonna do that, but in the future I might, you know what I mean? Oh
Sure.
no. Ooh, learning. Yes, good information. So my daughter is Nebe, our son is John, and our friend is Cheedy. We got on here, and I think Joey's still on here too. So
Oh,
thank you
gotcha.
guys all for clicking in and watching. But yeah,
What,
I
what,
mean,
what was this one of the ones that had my banana hammock the other? No. Okay.
she's our oldest. She's the one that lives in Arizona.
All right. Well, somebody had my banana hammock the night. That's all I'm
Inside joke. Go to Instagram if you want to know.
saying. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are an
Um,
blast to like hang out with. I mean, there's so many stuck up people in this industry and like kind of like what we do. So it's nice to have laughs and to like be open and just like chat, make more dates. Yes, will we will. Don't tell
we're gonna start with Jim's banana hammock. What was
me.
it? Your eye? It was an eye cover, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was my eye mask or whatever to
And
do
he
that.
told his fiance, "It's my banana hammock." He said, "Here, hold this," and she's like, "What is that?" He's like, "My banana hammock."
They're like, "What's a banana hammock?" And I had to explain. Jesus Christ. No, it's good. It's just good to be surrounded by like good people. Like, I mean, I know you get the feeling when you're around like a bad group, or like,
Yes.
and it
Yep.
always works out. Like, if you're around good people and good energy, like you're gonna have a good time. And I mean, you don't always have to be stuffy. Like when you go into
No. Mm-mm.
you want to go in just like kind of fluid and just be happy, and what happens happens. You crack a joke, cool. It's nothing, but I mean there's these people that are like, hey, can you quit talking over there, I'm trying to
Uh,
do. I can't
don't.
deal with that, like
Yeah. Don't bring me because I blabber. I'm like a.
I know that. I've witnessed. See, that's why you're my people. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I don't like quiet people. They make me nervous and they're boring. No offense to anybody watching if you're quiet.
John, Joy is total good vibes, total. And I hope I resonate that as well, because I mean I feel like I'm a different breed,
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. So John is our son, but John, yeah, I told him, I said, make sure you watch. But yeah, he has my personality. He's totally fun too. And like when I make videos, I don't just make it serious. I put in the funny stuff too. And baby Nebe is our daughter too. You're fun too. I'm sorry. She's like,
I'm quiet until I'm comfortable. All right, well, you do
oh,
you.
sorry.
Don't touch my banana hammock anymore. How about that? I'm still
We're
missing
gonna
it. So if you
we're
could,
gonna buy you guys your own banana hammocks, and we're gonna embroider it, Jim. Brimmed. What is that? Shadow Seeker Paranormal.
You know what's funny is I just been going by Grim Jim. Like I don't even know if I should have like a paranormal thing. I just go by Grim Jim.
Grim
You know,
Jim? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Jim. I have a patch for like my vest, my battle vest. It just says Grim Jim on it. So
Yeah, why not? And then, like, you two could be maybe Grim Jim hyphen paranormal.
right, right. I know we were talking earlier too. So Judith did come with me to the Omen house. You
Okay. Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I
I,
do want to hear about that.
I'm flying out tomorrow to go be with her for Thanksgiving in a few days.
Oh,
We did move from California, and we're in two separate states, but we connect a lot, which is amazing.
yeah.
Uh, but I feel like over the next like few months, like as things start to thaw out in the areas, like we're gonna try to do some investigations together, and I would love to have her as like my partner, to come out and do stuff with me. So,
Hell yeah.
but I was
I know.
talking to her earlier, and she was just like, "Oh, how is Joy and Joey doing?" So she was asking about you guys.
Oh, yeah, she's really cool. I know she was with us when we went to refresh my memory of the name.
Cor-
Corganville Park.
yeah.
So that was in her first investigation, the Omen House was, right?
The first one was the Omen House. That was the first time she'd ever been with me to an investigation, and she was such a fucking trooper on that. Like, I mean, like going into somewhere. I'm just gonna say that David Omen guy. He's a strange guy. Okay, absolutely strange. Like I've worked with a lot of people, and I'm not talking crap about anybody, but there were some things that I was scratching my head on afterwards, and even while we were in the moment. Like I just want to bring up one little thing. We went to the basement and we were filming down there, and the lights started flickering. And he came down, and it was the fakest rebuttal. He was just like, "Oh no, what's going on? There's something. The lights are flickering." I'm like, dude, like I've seen better actors like at fuck elementary schools. Like you're kidding me, right? Like this is what you have going on internally. This is not real, and I timed it with my phone, and it happened every 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I
Okay,
know.
so
Go on.
disclaimer, Jim is very no filter. He's gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah, sorry. You should probably.
No, you're good.
I, I,
Speak
I,
the
I,
truth.
I mean, it's a cool place. Don't get me wrong, but I think that there's more going on. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. You're not the only one that I've heard that from. I heard it was I mean, I do want to investigate it, but I'm like, the house, he lives two houses down from Sharon Tate's. Why do the ghosts choose his house? Because
exactly.
because he invites him and he like talks to him? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we follow each other on Instagram. He seems like a nice guy, but do I think his house might be a little
I, I
overhyped?
I had to block the guy because he knew I was in TV and film. He's like, "Hey, I got this screenplay. Are you interested?" And I was like, "No, I'm not interested. I'm not doing that right now." He literally hit me up every day. "Hey, Jim, can you help me sell this? Hey, can you get me in connection with these people? Hey, Jim." And I finally just blocked
Oh
him.
no,
I was
no,
like, "Don't
yeah,
don't overexert yourself with somebody that you know is in an industry that can probably help you." He practices, yeah, probably. I agree, John. Witchcraft or something. Um, but I mean, he has a room that's completely dedicated to like all of his cameras in the house. So he's like watching people, which is creepy to me. He's watching people as they're investigating. He has like 20 cameras over the entire house. So he knows where people are at. So if he wants to hit a button or like do whatever, do I agree with like what he's doing? No. I mean,
yeah.
I
So
mean, there
do you think it's like that kind of setup? Do you think he like
I
there's
do.
some little fishy stuff going on?
I do. We've been there twice. So we did the first one where we did the investigation, then we did the second that was the live, and that was a little bit different. But it just, I don't know, something just like always
Yeah,
instincts. Like trust your gut. Like if you think something's going on, it probably is. And when I started timing the lights and stuff, like that was a whole other. And I told the person I was with, the paranormal page that we will not talk about. I told her about it, and she was like, "Oh, that is weird." Like, and I did it another time, and it happened, and I was like, "No, there's too many coincidences here."
yeah, yeah,
And when we were out at the Corganville house with the lady that the clip got put on the TV show, I felt like I was being watched. And I guess the husband was a little deranged. Like, I don't know if they're going through a divorce or whatever, but like the dude was
mhm.
hard watching us film. And I don't know, like when I do an investigation, I just love like a clear space to be able to do what I want to do and not have anybody like over my shoulder, like watching. So when you go out to like cemeteries or like places that you're just by yourself, like you expect to do your own thing and just
Yeah.
enjoy yourself and like see what's.
Yeah.
But I can't stand somebody that's like watching me while I'm trying to work.
Yeah, especially if they're not participating, they're just
Right,
hovering.
right.
That makes it a lot awkward for sure. For sure. Yeah, if you're participating, asking questions, talking, we're talking, I don't think I would mind, but if you're just hovering over me, I'm like, yeah, I ain't coming back here.
Agreed, agreed. I have a
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Have you bought any more new equipment, or do you suggest anything? Because I've been looking to dive. What's my Instagram? I
The Shadow Seeker. I thought we follow each other, baby. I tagged him in my story.
there's not a lot on there. I mean, if you're looking for entertainment, go to my TikTok page. That's
TikTok, yeah. And I follow we follow each other on TikTok too. So I think you're able to view friends, right? I don't know. I just post and check my messages every once in a while. I'm not a TikTok person. I'm more of a YouTube person.
I noticed. I got an email the other day from like Ghost Shop or something. They're doing some deals for like Black Friday and stuff, and I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like, drop it in the chat. Don't tell me what
Okay.
to do, John. I'll do what I want.
He's joking. Uh, he's gonna be like, "What?" So let me show you what I got so far. These are my newest toys. Can
Oh,
you see it? So this is a REM pod.
no, it's like covered. I don't know if your case is covering it. It's like all
Oh,
weird.
you know what? Yeah, probably. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, is that better? Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is the REM pod. I got this one off of ghostequipment.com, I think.
That's dope. I like that a lot.
And then I also got this Annabelle REM pod, which I probably won't take her out just because she's so cute and.
And you got your Ovilus there. What?
This is called a spirit chat. It's like an Ovilus, but it's just the cheaper version. I
How,
got it off at Etsy. We
oh,
use Yeah, we use this at Dead Man's Park. Have you heard of that one?
I have heard of that. Yeah.
Yes. So we was it Desmond? No, we used it somewhere. No, I think we used it at the Victorian, the Kellogg House is what it's called.
Well,
And it was coming through some. It was saying some cool stuff. So that's a cheaper version for the Ovilus if you're interested. I think I was like $139.
oh, I'm down for that. Like, if
But
you
you know, but
got
the fucking shipping is expensive from
uh,
Europe.
where was? Oh, it's from UK or like area. Ah,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
And then I'm building REM pods. I'm learning how to build REM pods.
okay.
I'm gonna make a little video on that. This is my first one, so it's kind of not very good.
Tried to do the same thing honestly, and
Yeah.
I got frustrated with it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the videos, like all the videos. When I made the video, I made a video on how to build a spirit portal,
I
and
saw that.
everybody's like, "Oh my god, you were very thorough." All the videos that I watched, they've left something out. They don't tell you the whole fucking thing. And
Sure.
I went straight into detail on how to do it. Like, I'm all for people building their own stuff and saving money. So I want to do the same thing with the videos. I'm trying to make this too. It's hard to see where their fingers are at, and. So I'm gonna make another video on that.
So the spirit box that you bought, like you said, was like 130 something or 120 something. What was shipping on that? Like off Etsy?
Um, I want to say $30.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not.
it wasn't like super expensive, but it does take a while to get from there. Did you see my little FDC ghost box? No, let me see if I can go get it. I don't even know where the heck it is, but it's I got that off of Etsy too. That came from Europe. Let me see. I love
Yeah,
it. It's a spirit box, but it takes out all that white noise. It's not you don't hear that behind it.
I did the same thing. So like I put in like guitar pedals and stuff, and that seemed to work. I think you paused there. Oh, am I the only one live here? Oof. Oh, there you go. You're back now.
Okay, yeah, I think lots. Oh, this is it though.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, and I think this one they were all less than $200. It's just the shipping which brought them up. It's
I
But I don't know if you're familiar with something called the ITC. Do you follow Sydney Spooks on Instagram?
I think she follows me. I think I've seen that name before.
Okay, so she has this device called the ITC, and I want one so freaking bad.
Okay.
I want to. That's my next biggest purchase, I think.
Well, maybe I can use my leverage of being in TV and film and being like, "Hey, I'd love to get a couple of these. Like, I would
He's
love to
on
be on the
Facebook. You got
show.
to write him on Facebook. Be
I
like,
don't mind.
yeah, and just tell him maybe he can give you a discount. But yeah, I want one so bad.
Interesting. I'll have to see what that is. I don't know what that does or
It's basically something similar to this, but
oh,
it's just the way her sound is so. I don't know. It just sounds clean. You gotta type in ITC devices on Facebook. I think I'll send you
okay.
the link. His link on Facebook, but and you can go check it out. But his website is, I think, not up to date, but his Facebook is. What did she say? I like you sometimes.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
I don't
don't.
know. Okay, back to my. All right, baby. Love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching.
You got to love the live. I mean, it's coming in real and
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, can I ask you what made you start being interested in the paranormal? I know you said you worked on a show.
hmm
Like, are you more like because you had an experience? Are you more of you want to be able to prove we can communicate? Like what interests you the most about?
I would say, I've been in the TV and film industry for about 15 years now, and one of my first, just given a brief experience of my first experience, I got invited to go do a paranormal investigation, and it was this little podunk town in the middle of North Carolina, and I had
Podunk.
podunk, yeah,
I've never heard of that.
it's like a one-stop light town, like all mom and pop shops,
Right.
podunk town. Um, but just to speed up the process, like there was this entity that was there that was a Freemason. I'm a Freemason myself, and he was a
Mm-hmm.
me. And I guess the medium was just like he wants to know that it's okay to pass on. Anyway, I had to. He told me to go underneath the house. He said that he bears the same marks as I do. I'm covered in tattoos, and I was like, "Oh, cool! This guy's got tattoos." To find out this guy was from Germany. He came over after World War II. His
Wow.
name's Aldo. Like I know all this, and I found what he wanted me to find underneath this house while we were investigating. It had been raining for 3 days. It was muddy. I crawled underneath this house. I filmed all of it. It's all documented. All documented.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
and this guy or this entity became my guide and guardian angel. He has saved me 3 times from dying, and that's crazy to throw out. And I'm sure you have never heard this story before, so I'm going to share it.
Never. No. Yeah.
So the first time, this is about a month or two after the investigation. I'm on my way to the tattoo shop. I drop my phone in between my seat and the door, and you're always like, "Oh, what's over here? Let me get it." You're like paying attention, and this
Right.
breath of cold air blows into the side of my ear, and I like lift up my head, and I have enough time to veer over before this transfer truck plows into me. That's that's the first time. The second time,
I got goosebumps. Wow.
and I might get a little emotional about this, but true story. I was going to, and this is probably like a year after or whatever. I'm going to a party at a friend's house. I have friends that are drinking, whatever. Like I show up and I hear this fatherly, deep voice that says, "You need to leave now." And I just gotten there, and I'm like, "Am I hearing this in my head? Is somebody saying that?" And
Hmm.
I crack open a beer, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I'm gonna party for a little bit. I hear the voice again, "Leave now." Something in my body told me to leave. So I ended up leaving. I was supposed to ride with my friends that night. It was 3 other guys. I get a call about 2 hours later after I left that said, "Hey, these guys, no names or anything, have died in a drunk driving accident." So I lost 3 of my friends.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, crazy, crazy story. And I'm trying not to get emotional about it, but that happened. And then fast forward almost 10 years ago, when I'm moving out to California, I had been following this VW. Like we had been just like I think we were in Texas or New Mexico or Arizona. We were just following each other, just cruising. And I heard that same voice and it says, "Pull over." I've been driving for 16 hours. I was tired and I didn't even think about it. I was like, I'm gonna pull over. I'm asleep for probably a half hour and I hear all these sirens and stuff. I get out of my car. I'm at a rest stop, and there's a police officer there, and I'm asking him, "Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, well, you want to take this route? You know, you want to avoid the crash or this accident." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, there's a bad accident up, about a mile or so." Well, I didn't take the route they said. I just rolled past it like with traffic and stuff, and it was that VW that was in between two 18 wheelers, and it was a freaking box. So that was
Oh
the
my god.
he is this guy has saved me 3 times, and I haven't heard from him in almost 10 years. But like I know he's around, so that's
Yeah.
that's my crazy ghost story. Yeah,
That's awesome. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that. I mean, I do get feelings and stuff, but I
uh,
don't think I've ever
I'm gonna show you the piece that I pulled out of the bottom of. Oh, there it is. Hold on, I gotta crawl up on my couch. Ugh.
be careful.
Oh, good here. This is the original piece that I pulled out from underneath the house. This is a square from the 1950s. But this is what he told me to find, and I did. It's very emblematical and very important to Freemasonry. So if you ever see the Freemason logo, it's a square and compasses is what it is. Sorry, yeah, this is my house. Lots of weird stuff. That's what it is. Yeah.
The activity stopped once you
What's that?
found it? Did you say?
I'm back.
Oh, did the activity
Yeah.
stop
So he pretty much
when you
stopped.
found that
The
piece?
medium was like, tell him that it's okay to pass on. And then when I said, "Hey Aldo, your job is done here. Like, feel free to pass on. Go towards the light." She was like, "No, he's your new guide and guardian angel." So I left it with that. But Aldo was his name.
Aw.
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe because he knew, like, it was such a tight, dirty spot, and he out of the goodness of your heart, you did it,
So
and
so
you
that
crawled?
guy built the house by hand. So he must have left that there on purpose or like left it for some reason. But like that was his. So
Yeah, so it's sentimental to him even
right,
in the afterlife. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So maybe he was returning the favor after, that's crazy. That's good. That's crazy. I got the chills when you first told me that. Well, I don't know. It's something just went. Wow.
real stories. I mean, they're scarier than the ones that we make up in Hollywood. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I do it more because I want to be able to prove, because we lost a lot of people, but I want to be able to prove that we can, talk to other people, like once we're gone, just in a different way. And
Absolutely,
it makes me, it's always going to be hard when you lose somebody, but it almost brings comfort in a way. You know what I mean? And
absolutely,
there's gonna be people out there that says, "Oh, you don't even know if you're talking to them." But you know what? I don't care as long as I feel it makes me feel good.
right.
Like if I think it's them, then let me have that moment. You know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of people use like Ouija boards and stuff, and I mean, I think that that's cool to use them if you know the proper way to open and close it. You know, like a lot of kids
Yeah,
like get it and they're just like, "Oh, let's talk to some spirits. We're gonna, whatever." But there is a certain way to be able to open and close that to make sure that nothing gets attached to you. And I've seen that.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying I've been doing this for 20 years or anything. I've only been in it a little bit, but I've had attachments. I've had my body scratched by things. I've used Ouija boards, and I think that there is a way to properly do it and make sure that you don't get attachments. Just what I think.
yeah. Hold on, I'm just going through this
Yeah,
thing and
go
seeing
ahead.
if I missed anything. Yeah, the Ouija board. I'm gonna toss. I don't know. I believe in him, but I don't.
Hmm.
I made a homemade one when I was probably 12 or 13, and maybe I had an experience, maybe it was nothing, maybe it was just in my head, but
Sure.
I feel like, it's hard to trust whether the other person is pushing it. I have a Ouija board, I have one. It's sitting right by my dolls, but I don't play it, but I think it's just for the aesthetics. I don't know. Did you know who TFIL is overnight on YouTube? They're really
Not,
big.
not familiar.
Yeah, it's a group of guys that go on these well, they did a bunch of like different videos of random stuff, but then they started doing ghost hunting.
Okay.
And so when they started doing ghost hunting, they were selling this Ouija board. And so I bought it. I was like, not because it's their brand or their thing, because I like the aesthetic of it. They said it was real wood,
Right.
blah, blah. So I asked my husband for it for Christmas and he got it, but I don't play it. He won't let me play. First of all, he won't let me play it in the house.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm skeptical about it. Some people are like very scared of them,
Right.
and some people are I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know if it's the other person playing it. If I play it by myself and I know I'm not, moving it, then I'll know. But as far as
Right.
playing it with somebody else, I don't know.
Oh, I get it.
I don't know.
I get it. Totally get it. I mean, I'm
Mm.
open to whatever until I can't disprove it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
be at least a mindset of like openness to like see if it is a thing. But I mean, I can see where you're saying, the other person's moving out.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
what are you saying, John? You want to play? He's so scared. He'll go ghost hunting with us, but he's terrified. Oh, I'm going to tell you a story. One day, not too long ago, actually, a month ago, Joey and I were out. He was the only one home. He
Hmm.
said that he could have swore he heard me or somebody say, I don't remember. If you're still there, Booty, tell him what you said. What you thought he said. He said, "Come here," or "I'm ready," or something. And nobody was home. And we have
Wow.
cameras all over the house because our dogs. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't. But for him not being into the paranormal to hear that and hear that coming from him, it was
Right.
like, oh shit, we know there's something here. You know what I mean? Because he does not want to believe it at all. So I thought that was pretty cool. But do you feel like you have any ghosts in your house? Like, do you think there's any ghosts that follow you?
I do. What's really weird is I have a close buddy that's staying with me. Like while I'm out filming, he's like house sitting for me.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Chef. We just call him Chef. But
Oh, okay. I think I know. I think
oh,
I
okay.
think I know.
Yeah, and he will be sitting on my couch. Let me see if I can. So I have like a wraparound couch here, and he's
Hmm.
sitting here watching TV, and we'll see people walk in and out of this door. Like I don't know if the door is like important here, but he's like, dude, like there's people walking in and out of your house. And I'm like, oh, like do they want something? And he tried to talk to one the other night. He said, and they stopped and like looked back at him, but he said they're full apparitions, not just like a see through. Like they're like full bodies.
Oh
And
shit.
I'm just like, I don't know what would be here for them to like walk through. And his idea was like, we have a lot of like just interesting objects in your house. It may,
Probably attachments.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And I was like, I didn't think about that. Like, I have like haunted ghosts. I have, religious paraphernalia. Like all these
Yep.
crosses. I get these things from all over the country. So I mean, they may have some type of attachment. I don't know, but he sees stuff here in the house, and I think that's very interesting. That
Is he a believer?
he is. He's a very spiritual, religious person for sure.
So Chidi asked, "Do you have any cameras pointed at his door
No,
or at the door?" No.
there's no cameras in the house. I probably
Hi,
should.
Boogie. I love you. I think our granddaughter is watching.
Oh,
She's
very.
only 8. She's a paranormal investigator in training.
She's a P. What is that? A P
PP.
I P I T.
Yeah, she's only 8, but we went to the cemetery and, obviously at night it's going to be more spooky for her, but we were investigating it. We went to San Diego and we were visiting loved ones and I brought equipment and our devices were going off and she was asking questions and it would go off and it was really cool. So I think at night we got to get her over the fact that it's spookier at night,
Sure, sure.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
we did the same thing back at the Dila de la Muertes. I'm probably saying it wrong, but
Mhm.
had our entire like altar and shrine set up. Like Judith helped me set it up, and we put all the pictures of like all our loved ones that have passed. And I set out all my paranormal gear, and it started going off. Like we started asking.
Really?
So we had all of our kids, Judith and my kids, but we were
Mhm.
questions, and they were going off, and the kids were so excited. They're just like, "Oh, it's my Mimi or my Papa that's talking." Yeah.
Aw.
So the girls want to do an investigation with me, but I want to do it during the day to not, like, hey, we're going.
Kinda get him into it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I wanna do that. I wanna make it like a family thing,
Sure.
Even though my our daughter that's in Arizona, Nebe, I think that's her name on YouTube, I don't know. She's really into it. We took her on her first investigation, baby. Hi, sugar butt. Thank you for the hearts. We
Who's the
took her on her first
Who's this anonymous user?
That's my granddaughter. That's our granddaughter.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, she's funny. I do that's another reason we do videos because she even though they're paranormal, she loves watching us on the screen, she thinks it's, like,
Right.
super cool. So,
I get
what was I gonna say?
you're just
Damn, I
saying go
just
with the family and making it a family event and stuff.
yeah, like a family thing, but our daughter is far away. Our youngest is kinda into it, but not really.
Don't you know your daughter's YouTube name?
No.
Dang.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I can barely remember 5 minutes ago. Like, seriously. Like, seriously, I can't even remember if I fucking took a crap the day before.
We call that goldfish brain, if you don't know that.
No.
Because goldfish don't remember anything. They're just like
Oh,
living in the moment kind of thing.
oh, really? My best friend, one of my best friends, she calls it C can't CRI, can't remember. No, CRS, can't remember shit.
That
Syndrome.
that's funny.
That's what we have. CRS.
No, I'm definitely looking forward to collabing with you. I know we've been on here almost an hour. I probably got to hop off, but always love
Yeah.
to chat with you and like get stories and get updates from you guys. You mean Dory? Yeah, maybe Dory. Like, exactly. But be sure to like keep up with me. I'm talking with
Yeah,
Al.
absolutely. Absolutely. Let me
He's
see.
with Hollywood paranormal tours or something. He's doing some big stuff now, and with me being in Vegas kind of area, like there's lots of opportunities here. I want to go to like Silver City, or what is it? Is it Silver City? We have like the big prison that's here too, like outside of Vegas. So there's lots of
Oh,
things.
yeah, in Virginia City, right? I
Yeah,
wanna do that one too. Yeah, there's a bunch of places in Virginia City I wanna hit up too as well. So maybe we can do that. I know there's another guy, That Life Paranormal, I think on Instagram. I think he told me when we go out there, he would, you know, like to investigate too. So that would be cool. He was the other person that was supposed to meet us at the Goldfield, but he's 4 hours away from the Goldfield. So
got it.
yeah, he's a little out there a ways too. So I mean, overall, it was pretty cool. I mean, to have the whole building by ourselves, but it would have been nice to club. But yeah, I definitely want to set something up in the future. It's just hard because we have the dogs. So
I get it. Yeah.
unless our son John wants to babysit him, John.
Well, you got dogs. I got kids. So I mean,
Yeah,
not equal, dude.
yeah,
You know,
but
I
yeah,
I think that once I wrap up the show, like I'm going to be on another show, I think in January, so I may be out for another few months. But like if I have a couple weeks in between and like our schedules like mesh up, like cool, let's do something. And I don't
yeah,
mind flying out to LA. If you guys want to pick me up and we can do something, I can fly back.
yeah, hell yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely would. I'm trying to find more locations and it's just hard. Some of these people want like big production companies. I'm like, well, I don't have a big production company
Right.
or they're super expensive. So, but yeah, I definitely would love to do
Well, I
something. Maybe we can get Alex 13. I know I met him briefly, so we really didn't have a chance to talk.
right.
But I think he just posted on his group that I told you about. Hey, he just hit 100,000 subscribers on TikTok.
Can you day who your friend is? I jumped in late. What?
Oh, Jim, his name is the Shadow Seeker on Instagram.
Nobody
Thank
special.
you, baby.
I promise. Nobody special. I'm not famous. I'm a nobody. I would love to go back to even Camarillo State Hospital. I have contacts for the local. I guess they're called like what are they called? The patrol that's there, but it's like campus patrol or whatever.
Campus Pleats or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
They're they're the ones that let us get into the actual building. Like they open.
Nice.
So if you're down for it, I can get us in.
Hell yes, I
I
am.
know they're demolishing some stuff, they're redoing some stuff, but I do have connections to get into the actual buildings at least
Yes.
legally. Legally.
Yes, yes, because we can't afford to,
What are you
you
talking?
know,
I can't afford anything. Are you kidding me?
that's true. That's true. We can't afford.
There we go.
So, because
And you put us on
um,
a payment plan. That's what we're looking for.
but yeah, let me know if you want to come down. Maybe we can get out there at 13. I know we briefly s- said, "Hi, how are you doing?" I said, "Let's keep in touch." He said, "Maybe," and I know we talked on Instagram, maybe doing like a live, but I'm not Instagram, TikTok, but I'm not big on TikTok. It's like, yeah, I think you have to have 1,000 followers to even go live on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Do both people have to have 1,000?
Yeah.
followers?
Mhm.
Oh, see, yeah, I don't
Here,
post them.
here's my biggest I guess information. If you want 1,000 followers, there's people that like buy followers.
Oh, I lost you.
Coming back. I'm coming back. I'm
Okay.
here. Um, there's things that are called grow rooms. Okay.
He
And
told me about that.
you just go in and like people add you, and I mean it's not a fake way of things. Like if people are into what you're doing, they'll add you, and then they'll
Yeah.
say have your friends add these people, and you literally can get 1,000 within a day, like no questions asked.
I
I
done them and I gained like a couple, but I feel like they're more for like beauty and shit, not paranormal. Like mine is way off what, you know, what they're talking about. You know what I
I
mean?
don't, I don't think it matters. Like it's just a number that they're looking forward for you to hit. So what matters is
Yeah.
that you're into like shoes or like fashion, and then you're into something else. Like people, what I find interesting about TikTok is there's such an algorithm. So you put in like the hashtags like paranormal, spirits, haunted house, and those
Yeah.
people, your people will find you on there. It may take some time, but I literally took a company from 2,000 followers on TikTok,
Mhm.
and I think we're at 410,000 in less than like 6.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
Jim. Wow.
it's pretty crazy.
That's
Like
awesome.
I do the social media marketing. You're probably asking yourself, why don't you have that many? Because I don't put time into it. It doesn't matter to me. Like I got 1,000 if I want
No,
to
I'm not thinking that
buy.
at all.
What?
That didn't cross my mind. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I mean, I feel if I really wanted to take this as like a career, I totally could. Because I mean,
Yeah.
I have the background, I have the gear to do it, but I just choose not to. Like I mean, I
I'm
just
telling you, you make those videos, you're gonna make it like you're gonna give people some great content
right.
for free on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because the little snippets that you posted are fucking awesome. They're badass because you have that experience. So definitely, if you could set some time and do it, then I would. Shit, you have the
Yeah.
skills. You know.
Look what's sitting right next to me. I didn't even realize it was sitting there.
it's
I have an
a
obsession
sign.
with crucifixes, and I collect freaking Ouija boards. So, like, I mean, both ends of the spectrum here.
Do you play them? Do you play them though?
I do. I do.
Yeah, maybe we could do a live with you playing and us watching.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, whatever's
I mean,
fun.
if you want, anyway.
I'm down. Yeah, this is not.
Anybody want to see Jim play the Ouija board?
Hang on. We're gonna make it happen live here.
Make it levitate.
Let me find one of my good planchettes. I have plenty of planchettes over here.
All right. Whatever spirits with Jim can't come through our internet.
What's that? Uh,
Or it's the spirits at Jim's house has to stay at Jim's house.
is Jim a handsome man? Oh my gosh, so crazy. My God,
Oh shit. You guys witnessed it firsthand.
I'm joking. I'm joking. No, so good. I really appreciate you allowing me to come on here. And
Oh, absolutely. It's been fun. I had fun. I'm glad that you agreed and we got to chat. I think I'm going to be doing a couple more with a couple more people, so I'm excited. But I want to make this like a regular thing, like because it's hard as hell to edit all the time, and
I get it.
I'm slipping. Yeah, I'm slipping. So I want to keep going because I love to talk. Obviously, you said
Yeah,
you noticed.
no, I do it. Like I'm a people person. I love like chatting and telling stories, and that was just like the tip of the iceberg of me like sharing some of my stories. I've been in some pretty weird scenarios, and
Yeah.
like who knows what's going to happen while I'm finishing wrapping up in Arizona. So I can only imagine,
Hmm.
investigating or doing stuff with Judith or whatever. Like we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
always happy to be on here. If you ever want me as a guest again, like amazing. I hope.
You reach out to me, let me know. We can make it happen. I love talking and I love talking about paranormal stuff and I like how we can take paranormal and then totally change into a whole different subject and then come back to it. So, I like that. I like that kind of relationship with people. I don't want to be just professional. Well, I want it to be professional, but I also want it to be fun.
I get
You know what
it.
I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
So,
get it.
but yeah,
Get it.
thank you so much for joining. And I hope one
Absolutely.
day that Judith will be able to join us.
I
I
told
think,
her. I told her tonight. I was like, "Hey, like Joy wanted us to both be on, so maybe like if I come up or whatever." And she was like, "No, she would love that." She was like, "I just
yeah.
no."
Even if I could figure out a freaking program, if she's where she's at and you're where you're at, if the timing's not right and she can do it from her house or whatever, just gotta watch a bunch of YouTube videos and figure out how to do it because I don't know how to do it.
I get it. I mean, I think I've done it on Zoom before, but I mean that's like another program. But then you would have to down
Yeah.
edit it or like whatever. So
Oh, it's not live.
Zoom isn't live. It's more of like a meeting kind of thing. So there could be like
Okay.
20 people in the room, and then like as soon as the person talks, their box comes up, and then like the next person talks, their box comes up. I don't know
Okay.
what they use on YouTube. I don't know. I know we
I
did it
don't
before.
either. I'm gonna probably comment on some people's videos and see if they respond, but I want to know because I think there's some free versions, but I want to know if it's too expensive because I do
I'll,
want to do this. I think it's fun. I have fun doing it.
I'll ask Alex. I know I've done like a evening with him, and there was like a couple of his guys and me, so it was like four boxes. I don't know how that
Yeah.
works, but let me ask him. I haven't talked to him
Was
in like
it
oh,
was it
but
on YouTube?
we did it on YouTube. It was like multiple
Okay.
platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and
Okay.
TikTok. But he was like streaming it like three different platforms. So like I don't know how that works either. So
I don't know. Yeah, I'm still new to the business, so bear with me. My shit is not. But I think
absolutely,
that's what makes it fun too, is that I'm learning with my people that watch. Like I
absolutely.
don't give a shit. I'm like, this is me. So
Well, you've had a steady five at least viewers, and it's went up and down a little bit. So I mean that's pretty solid. Tell
yeah,
I know Joey's probably still in here, but tell him I said hello and I wish the best for you guys. Happy
I
holiday
will.
Turkey Day. Why are you not like prepping for tomorrow? Are you guys not doing Thanksgiving?
No, I do. Like I prep everything last minute. I'm still last minute. Like our live today was last minute.
Get it? I
I'm like,
get it.
just whatever. Let's just go with the flow. Fuck it. You
I
know.
I told Judah, she was like, "Let me know what you want me to pick up at the store." I was like, "No, fuck that." Like, oh, sorry, your granddaughter's in here.
No, I
I was
cut. Listen, I am a sailor. I have a sailor's potty mouth. I have a potty mouth. So
same. I was like, "Fuck that." Like, don't worry about buying anything. We're gonna go out to dinner, and there's gonna be places that have Thanksgiving dinner, and we don't have to clean. We don't have to cook. We just like
cook.
get our meal and then get out. And then
Yep. Yep.
get our holiday meal. Like, what's the point of doing that? Unless you have like family and friends over, it's more intimate moment. Like, why make it? I mean, I say it's called the kiss method. Keep it stupid simple. Like that's
Yeah.
my method. So,
I like to cook because I like the turkey sandwiches afterwards.
oh, have you seen the? Are they called the Thanksgiving tamales or the Thanksgiving tacos? Have you seen those? I
No.
will have to send you the reel. It was like using all the leftover holiday meal, but they made them into like tacos and tamales and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing. And
Yeah. I'm not a big tamale person, but I can do tacos for sure.
well, they also do a Thanksgiving sushi. So they use like the freaking stuffing is like the breading on the outside, and then load it up with all the stuff. And I was like,
Oh, wow. See, I could do sushi with no sushi.
we got to change that. That's horse shit. Mm-mm.
And I'm half Asian and I don't do anything from the sea. I can't. Ugh. Joey can't either. We're just not sea people. We
Well, I
see food and we eat it.
I can see you. How about that?
Like I like seafood. I see food and I eat it, just not the sea from the ocean. Ugh.
That's great.
But
Well, let's keep in contact. I appreciate you inviting me onto your show here, and it's been a blast.
absolutely, if you're willing to come on, you're gonna say, "Hey, let's go on live. Let's do it." Shit,
No, that
why
sounds good.
not?
That sounds good.
Let's
And
make memories.
when you're in Arizona next, I mean, I'm going to be there for the next month or so. So, I mean, if you guys decide to come out, like, let me know. Like, I'll even if I don't get to go, like, I'll still hook you up with the location, and it's free and it's super rad. Like, I mean, you guys will not regret like going to that location.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love for you to be there, but yeah, that would be super awesome because I'm always looking for new places to investigate. I just wish there was some here local.
I get it, but I mean, this is some. I mean, you haven't heard of this on YouTube, or YouTubers haven't been
No.
very disclosed location that people don't know about. So as soon as it gets out there, I'm sure he's going to be getting like more requests. But I mean, for now, get it while it's not hot. That's
Well, yeah, well, it's not hot, exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That
So, yeah, but happy Thanksgiving. Safe trip to Judith. But yeah, let's do live again. Maybe we can get Alex one day to chat. I know he's busy on his TikTok stuff, but if not, maybe we can do a collab at the hospital.
yeah. No, I'm down. I'm down. That's not
Yeah,
far.
me too. Yeah,
No,
me too.
That all sounds good. Well, I appreciate everybody sticking by, all everybody that's in here. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving and evening, and be safe and don't drink and drive.
Really quick, so people could still watch without clicking on the video.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we could probably have people watching us just not clicking on the video to let us know they're watching.
Don't be stalking. Don't be creeping. Don't do
I
that.
know.
That's weird.
All right, say happy Thanksgiving to Judith and your kids, and good luck on the film. I definitely want to watch the cowboy. What is the cowboy? UFO
You
Cowboys.
Cowboys. It's on. It's on.
Okay.
You can watch the entire first season, and I'm not going to give any spoilers for season two, but it's ramped up for season two. So like
And
we're
it's free.
and it's free. Go watch it for free. Go watch the trailer on YouTube. You are already on this platform now. Go watch it for free, and let me know what you think. And I hope when
Yeah,
I TikTok and Instagram, there's some more followers over there. So I appreciate you.
absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Jim.
All right, Joy. You
Have
have
a great rest of your day.
you too. Take
Thank
care.
you guys all for watching. We will see you next time on JJ, whatever our name is, Archives.
I thought this was spirits and spirits or booze.
Spirits and spirits and booze and brews. Booze and booze. Whatever. I don't even remember. I changed my name so much I don't even know what the hell my thing is. Cheaty's gonna talk shit to me.
Well, have a good afternoon. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
You too. Thank you. Thanks everybody for watching.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.